What is going on, YouTube? This is Vice speaking, and welcome back to some more Octopath Traveler, man. In the last episode, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we finished Alfin's Chapter 2 story, man. It was so dang emotional. I remember it now, man. I was really in my feels. But in this episode, I'm wondering if you can tell where I am. If you can't, maybe this will help. We are in Victor's Hollow, and this town, this city in fact, has one of my favorite themes in this entire game. I'm really hoping you get to have a listen at some point if I'm not talking or something, because man, this is a good one, guys. This is a good one. Let's do it. Olbrich's Chapter 2, we're going right in. The story so far. Olbrich had set out on a new journey. His quest was to find something he had lost, the very reason for which he wielded his blade. To find an answer, he would find his former comrade Earhart, the man who betrayed their liege, lord and king. According to the brigand leader, Gaston, there is a man in Victor's Hollow who knew Earhart. Mayhap he can tell Olbrich where Earhart has gone. Gustav is the man's name. They call him the Black Knight. Will Olbrich find him here, in this town of warriors? Long time since I've seen such crowds.
Welcome, welcome.
Ho there, traveler. I trust you know of our arena.
Yep.
Of course I do. Townsfolk here don't ever shut up about it. Anyway, it's why I've come. To see it and the grandest tourney of the year.
Yes.
Right you are, my friend, right you are. Ain't no better time to visit. We got warriors from every corner of the world willing to risk life and limb for the ultimate honor. Only 8 champions remain. Now the preliminary battles have been fought. Of them, I say there's 4 you'll be wanting to keep an eye on. The reigning champion is Archibald, the Crusher we call him, and 4 times in a row he's claimed the prize. Joshua hails from the icy wastes of the north. They say his heart's as cold as his blade. Then there's Wallace Wildsword, the man who reached the final battle last year, only to fall to Archibald. And there's one more you should know. Gustav, the man they call the Black Knight.
What?
Did he say Gustav?
Yes.
That's right. A newcomer he is, but he's proven his worth, besting every foe he's faced thus far. There's many who's saying he might be the one to finally topple the Crusher. We got a reigning king, a stranger who'd usurp his throne, and 6 more challengers, each as formidable as the next. You don't want to be missing this tourney, or you'll regret it till your dying day.
Whoa.
Tell me something.
Of course.
Ask your question. I'm here to help.
The truth is,
Where can I find this Gustav? There is something I must ask him. Finding him is easy. Just buy a ticket for the tourney, and he'll be there in all his glory. As for talking, well, that's up to him, ain't it?
thank you.
I see. Thank you. So I can find Gustav at the arena, but how do I convince him to talk to me? This music is so awesome. There's a man who looks like he can swing a sword. He could be just the one I need. We're being scouted, huh? Oh, travel banter.
Oh,
So that is the famous Victor's Hollow Arena. You have heard of it? Oh yes, the histories say that it was first built as a penal circus, where prisoners were made to fight to the death. A cruel practice, quite, but people eventually wearied of watching men die for sport, and the fights became more humane, less deadly. Forced duels between prisoners were banned, only free men and volunteers could fight. Now the arena is where men come to test their mettle and win glory for themselves. Tell me, Olbrich, what do you think of this present-day arena? It is honorable. far better than forcing poor wretches to kill or be killed. It is still a blood sport, but fought between free men who can choose not to, if that is their will. Good point by Ulbrich. I see where I see both of their points. Let's see here.
Oi, Knight. A fighter, quick with the blade, ill will in his eyes. State your business, and if it's violence you seek, know that you shall have it.
Looks of him, he knows how to use that blade. Reckon he'd be more than a match for me, even if I were at full strength.
Thought you'd agree. My eyes never steered me wrong yet. My apologies for the dramatics, but I wanted Ned here to take the measure of you. He'd be fighting in the tourney if it weren't for his wounds.
If you have business with me, then state it plain.
Cecily, at your service. I'm what you'd call a promoter of sorts.
And what is it you promote?
Arena battles mostly, and the men who fight them. Except Cecily here's done neither yet. Still looking for a big break, she is.
Stay your tongue, Ned. I do the talking, remember? You want to meet the man Gustav, yes?
You were there when I spoke to the Barker.
That's right. And I'll tell you something he didn't. Tourney fighters don't make a habit of fraternizing with the hoi polloi. If you and he were old friends, that'd be one thing. But something tells me he's not expecting your visit.
Do you have a point?
I have advice. If you want to talk to Gustav, your best play would be to fight in the tourney yourself.
But how? The preliminary rounds are already over, or so I heard.
See? This is why you need me. I know a way you can get around that.
Then tell me.
Simply prove that you're a better fighter than one of the remaining champions, and make sure everyone sees it. During the tourney, local authorities turn a blind eye to public dueling. It's still against the law, mind you, but no one gets in trouble for it. Lots of men come here fancying themselves good with a blade, and they look to prove it, whether they qualify for the tourney or no.
But surely, those who have qualified are above getting involved in petty brawls.
They're here to prove themselves, same as everyone. If the circumstances are right, they can no more shirk a challenge outside the arena than in it.
I'm telling you, this is your ticket to the tourney. Get the attention of one of the champions and make them challenge you. Put them in a position where they've no choice but to prove you're better with a blade.
And what do you get out of all of this?
When you do get into the tourney, you'll fight under my colors. If you reach the final battle, I'll have fighters lining up to put their seal on a contract with me.
Ah, a deal where we both benefit.
Is there a better kind? I'll get my scribe to draw up the contract. What name will you use?
My own. Ulbrich Eisenberg.
Eisenberg? The unbending blade of Hornburg himself?
A fine figure, and famous too. Told you I could pick him, Ned. Well, my lordship, I think this partnership is going to work out handsomely.
Well now, which of these hot-blooded types would be up for a duel? Interesting characters we have in this little city.
Ulbrich.
What do you think of this Cecily woman? She appears to have a keen eye for fighters. Why do you ask? It's just that I've seen many a man fall victim to hard-headed women like her. They're seduced with promises, cajoled into submission, and eventually led into financial ruin. I am no woman's fool. Just watch yourself, Ulbrich. Don't be taken in by glib words, or you may regret it later. I appreciate the warning. Still, from what I can tell about Cecily, I honestly think she just loves the arena and the tournaments. I see. Aw, appreciate that, Primrose.
You there.
Hey, if you're looking to pick a fight, you've come to the right place. Aye, a fight with this one is sure to raise some eyebrows. You won't be living for long. Oh wait, I need to equip Ulbrich. So Ulbrich is now ready. Alright, he can deal insane, disgusting damage, but he can also take hits and sometimes even not take the hit by evading. It's honestly like I'm super proud of this these strategies that I come up with.
It's a good day for battle.
Oh gosh, I just realized my TV's been super loud this entire episode. I just turned it down. Now I'm gonna want to attack with my spear and my axe because those are my two strongest. No axe weakness, that's
Too
fine.
slow.
We'll go for the
Too
spear.
slow. No.
Look, I mean, come on, guys. Come on, are you not sold yet? Nice second serving
Battle
too.
is truly
Look
joined.
how he's not even broken, and look at this damage. 456, and the second servings just keep coming.
The battle is
I'm not even trying to do that, to be honest. He's only broken for this turn.
Is unbending.
I could go for 1,000 spears. I could just attack. The thing with 1,000 spears is the accuracy is really dodgy, so I might actually just straight up attack. I don't really mind. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. He did not get hit a single time. If you're not sold on evasion in this game, hey, it's your loss.
The hell?
Never fought no one stronger than me. Let's see. Now I'm sniffing somebody out over here. A weakling. You fixing for trouble, old man? Cause I got plenty to give to the likes of ye.
Prepare yourself.
Ooh,
Right.
that will take you. You've bit off more than you know. Man, that was a good prepare yourself, Ulbrich. Man, I felt that one. Let's get it. He's even weaker than the last guy, apparently.
Tis a good day for battle. Victory shall be mine.
Give me the axe. No weakness.
My way.
Nice second
Too
serving,
slow.
though.
Too slow. Now then.
Oh my gosh, man. Come on, guys.
Victory
Just come the
shall
heck
be mine.
on.
Too slow.
He hasn't been hit! Oh my gosh, that was the
Victory
first
shall
time
be
he got hit. Unless I'm dumb and I'm forgetting something. In 2 battles, that was the first time he got hit.
Too slow. How about you?
His health is still white. 535. Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm just done.
Battle.
Give me 3. Give me a cross strike. This battle's over.
My blade dance. The thrill of the fight. Eyeing me.
Get me out of here. Get you out of here. What happened to all that bravado? Come now, is that all? Is there none among you who can best my fighter? His name is Ulbrich Eisenberg, one of the twin blades from the once proud realm of Hornburg. Come, don't cower in the crowds, or have you not the courage to face the unbending blade? The unbending blade?
Truly?
Could it truly be? Ulbrich Eisenberg still lives. Eisenberg? Is he supposed to be famous or something? Are you daft, woman? Everyone's heard of the unbending blade.
Huh?
If he's so great, why ain't he fighting in the tourney? How long will this take? I fought all comers. You're not quitting on me now, are you?
No.
No, but I like it not when my fate is in another's hand. And who the freak are you? Cuts me. It's Victorino.
Huh?
The bounty hound? He who collected coin for the heads of 7 ill-famed buccaneers?
Ho ho!
Aha! At last, a man who wears his blade like he knows how to use it.
Oi!
Give him space, lads. That there's a tourney champion.
Whoa!
I, the Buccaneers Bay, no less. 10 leaves. I got 10 leaves on him. Who will match it?
Truly?
She speaking the truth? Are you the unbending blade? When a name reaches me on the high seas, I reckon the man who wears it done something to earn it.
Well,
You're one of the tourney champions.
Just so.
Aye, Victorino's the name. I watched you fight the others. And I started wondering to myself, could he be better than me? And once that question came, I had no choice but to find myself an answer. Wait, we'll need witnesses. A bigger crowd. The plaza, fight your battle there.
That's right.
I'm willing. The bigger the crowd, the bigger the stakes. I'll see you there, knight. I'm excited, man. For some reason, I'm super pumped right now. Let's get it, Olbrich. Let's get it. Who would dare step to the likes of me? And I can scrutinize him, apparently. Whoa, Olbrich's theme just straight up kicked on. That fast. Shall we get to it, knight? I'm a man of the sea, and never was one for standing on ceremony.
let us fight with
Ready when
honor.
you are. Oh, let's get it, man!
Will not fail.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no, I'm not ready. Oh, no.
I'm ready.
Guys, I have fully unequipped people in my party right now. This is not good. We might take an L here because I only ever have 4 members of my party equipped at any given time, and I know for a fact Primrose has nothing on, so if she gets hit, she might just go down in one strike. Man, I wish they would have told me this would have happened, man. How am I supposed to know this type of stuff? Come on, guys. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and expedite this process as quick as possible, so I'm going to donate BP to Cyrus. I'm going to have Cyrus lose his mind, and you already know when Cyrus takes his turn, the battle is officially over. Let's get it. Oh my gosh, man. You guys will notice that Cyrus's double hitting spells only costed 11 SP. That's because I got his final merchant skill, and because of that, I got the final support skill for the merchant for Cyrus, which, if I can remember correctly, it cuts all SP use for that character in half. Just one of the most disgusting skills you could get for any character, let alone somebody who's casting spells every turn like Cyrus. I really hope I sell you guys on this one because, my goodness, man. You thought I was spamming spells before? First of all, now they cost 11 SP. I regain 6 SP every turn, so in reality, those overpowered spells only ever cost 5 SP. 5 SP, guys. I mean, man. You know what? I'm thinking this battle's gone on long enough. Heck up out of my face. Young boy.
A passing.
The knight's gone and done it.
Huh?
Swounds. But what about the tourney?
Now then.
We all know the rule. The strongest remains.
What?
Ooh, wait. Does she have the right of it? 'Twas a street ball, no more.
Aye.
But street or arena, the strongest remains. That's how it's always been.
That's right.
Hear me. I've lost in a fair open battle, and this man here stands victorious. Might is right, the strongest remains. My tourney place is his. What say ye? 'Tis yours if you'll have it.
I see.
I will. You're a man of honor. Hey, that's awesome, man. I always love to see that. That's awesome. And so did Ulbrich Eisenberg win his place in the Grand Tourney. Before long, rumors of a great night, the last remnant of a fallen realm, spread across every alehouse in town. All who claimed to have witnessed the battle, many more than stood in the plaza that day, spoke in awe of the speed and strength of his blade. We're one step closer, man. We are one step closer. No, I'm not ready, because we have travel banter. Just listen to those birds sing. Maybe they're celebrating your victory, Sir Ulbrich. Mayhap they are. By the way, that Victorino reminds me of the folk back home. He's a real man of the sea, straight talking and honest with no time for hogwash. You know, I've got a feeling he and I would get along. Just thinking about it makes me miss my little port town. Is that so? Yep. My father said that the ocean is so beautiful, it washes people's hearts clean. When you look out at the horizon and realize how huge it is, you can see your troubles for what they are. Then the ocean is a fine thing indeed. You're the same, Sir Ulbrich. You're like a big tree. Steadfast and calm, nothing sways you. You have a great view. Oh! A little bird landed right on his shoulder. Oh my gosh, man. Tressa just has this infinite amount of cuteness. Alrighty guys, I am sorry. I actually just received a call from my brother. And between that tiny little cut that you just saw, I was talking with him about a ton of things. Oh, I'm tired because I was just running up the stairs. But yeah, man, I mean, just a reminder to all you out there who might be listening. Man, just cherish your family. You know, I am so grateful for my family. I mean, honestly, like without them, you guys would not have Vice. You really wouldn't have anything, because I don't know what type of man I would be if it was not for my amazing family. And I hope one day that you guys will get to see them on this channel. Maybe we'll do some challenges or some fun games or something, man. But yeah, man, just cherish your family. Cherish your family. Cherish those moments. My cat is yowling and making noise because I'm not showing him attention. Come. You gonna jump up here with me, Jackson? Do you want to join the recording? Okay, well, he's on my lap now, so if you hear cat noises, that's him. Anyways, stop rubbing on the mic. Okay, let's finish this, finish this video off. The tourney is about to begin. Are you ready? I guess so. Let's do it. Then let's go in.
Gather round!
Another year has passed and the day of days has come again. 8 champions, strong and true, have emerged by their mettle, character, and fortune. Who shall emerge victorious? Bring it on!
Coming up!
The shields are polished and the blades are whetted. It only remains to be seen who shall stand triumphant when the rest have fallen. Step forward, brave warriors. He has been grand champion for 4 tournaments in a row. He is the reigning king, but will he meet his Kingslayer today?
Archibald!
Behold Archibald, the crusher, mightiest of the mighty.
Top of the world!
Archibald, have at him!
Go!
Show that Black Knight how it's done.
Next!
They say the blood of men turns to ice in the frozen wastes of the north. Just a tale, mayhap. But let no man deny that the steel of this man's blade is as biting as the ice in his eyes.
Joshua!
Sir Joshua! Take my favor, sir. I beseech you.
And then,
Our next fighter spent years learning the art of war, mastering pikes, halberds, spears, and all things long and pointy. Misjudge his peasant's weapon at your peril. Last man what did found himself skewered before he could so much as lift his fancy blade in the shortest fight of the tourney. His lance dances, then spits you like a pig, for it's Conrad the Impaler.
Do it!
Stick it to him, Conrad! Archibald's sword ain't the half of your pike.
Coming up.
He's been second to only one man, always the last man bested. But this year, will it be his opponent who bends his knee on the final day? Many here say aye, for this year he will at last usurp the king. His sword strikes with the ferocity of a savage beast. Wallace Wild Sword is here to claim the king's crown.
Hi.
Crivens, that's no man. He was born from a bear, I'd say.
And then.
Of fame and renown, this next fighter cares little, but now many a fighter pales at the mention of his name. A hunter amongst hunters, in the preliminary matches he bagged every monster that appeared.
Bernhard.
Be it fiend or man, he never loses his quarry, for he is Bernhard the Beast Hunter.
What?
Every beast that was released into the arena, then he's the equal of the king.
Are you ready?
Next is an impregnable fortress of a man. Neither axe nor sword has ever sundered his shield. He is an immovable force. He can no more be toppled than a mountain.
Breathe.
If the battle goes to the last man standing, how can he not emerge victorious? He is Grieg the Unbreakable!
Wow!
God's a mercy, look at the size of him. The prize build looking like a rabbit next to him.
Next.
Next is a mystery knight, a dark horse one might say, who has swatted away all challengers with contemptuous ease. The arena has not seen the likes of his swordplay in many a year. Could this man be our new champion?
Gustav.
Gustav the Black Knight.
Whoa.
That's our man. There he is.
Coming up.
Last, but let us not say least, for this last-minute entrant defeated none other than Victorino, the Buccaneer's bane. Does he deserve to be here, or does he not? You've all had your say. But hear this, the rule of this tourney is writ clear. Might makes right, and let no man disavow what another claims by feat of arms.
Ulbrich.
So raise a cheer for Ulbrich, the Unbending Blade!
What the?
The Unbending Blade? I've heard the tales, but
That's it!
show us the might of the proud Hornberg. If I could speak
That's
English.
all.
Here stand your 8 champions. Now only the duels remain.
Greetings.
So you're Ulbrich, are you?
I see.
Yes. And if you know who I am, then you also know that you'd be looking for Sir Erhard.
Just so.
I see. I don't need to explain. Sir Erhard spoke enough of you, but what you're seeking has a cost. Tell me, knight, you know what this place is?
I see.
A place where a man's worth is measured. Tell me, Sir Ulbrich, to what end do you swing that blade? I was once a knight of the realm. I wielded my sword for king and country. But as for now, to tell the truth, I cannot say.
So,
I'll see you in the final. And we will save that final for the next episode, guys, but I'm gonna have to call it here, man. I'm so excited. So, if you did enjoy, man, you can always give it a like. If you did not, you can dislike. And tell me what I can do to improve these episodes in the comments. With all that said, guys, I have been Vice, and this has been Octopath Traveler. I'm gonna let that out to do its thing, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right? I'm out of here.